Pat Todd is raising awareness for suicide prevention.
It's called Walking for Scott because we work with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and they do overnight walks in different parts of the country.
For her, it's personal. Scott was her son who committed suicide in 1996.
He was 17. He was the second oldest of 6 kids, the oldest son, and he was a month from graduating from high school. Handsome, and he's athletic, well-liked, sense of humor, a close family, but he always had struggled with depression.
Pat was born and raised in Kirksville, but now lives in Texas, where she raised her family. She said when she visited the area, she was impressed with local mental health efforts.
When I get to Kirksville, I'm like, this is amazing, because they have got a crisis intervention task group that's working with the Truman State University counselors, that's working with the community at large, and that they meet once a month, and they have someone from all these different facets get together once a month and say, what do you think, what about this, or we did it this way, what should we do different next time? They were all on the same page. There are very few communities that have this kind of a coordination going on.
After her son's suicide, she became a licensed professional counselor. Todd has seen a big change in the approach to mental health since her own loss.
We have come a long way in 22 years. I mean, we still have a long way to go, but we suffered that loss with no resources or no help at all. It's hard. Because it's a very complicated grief, and there's a lot of guilt. Even if it's, you can say, what if? Because it's the one loss that you really think, if I had only done this or I should have done that, and you know in your head that that's not realistic.
Todd has some advice for others.
Always have a plan B. If you think I'm going to go to this college, I'm going to major in this, and it's going to be wonderful, it's going to be fun, and all of a sudden it isn't turning out like you thought, don't despair and think, well, there we go, I'm a failure. Know that there is always a plan B. And the second one is to not compare yourself with others. You never know what someone else is going through.